I did some digging and I wasn't able to find any review or install video specifically for the Apollointech Pro for the Jeep Wrangler JK for the switch setup. So I wanted to take a chance to kind of walk through what's in the box, go through initial reactions from the install itself, and then show some installed pictures. That was a big thing that I was looking for. Ultimately, I decided to go this route for a couple of different reasons. Really, for one, I'm running an Optima Red Top battery, and I like the ability that this has to auto shut off on low voltage. For those of you that know, jump starting a battery like that or charging a battery like that that's low can take a really long time. So if you're out on the trail and you leave an accessory on and it kills your battery, it could potentially leave you stranded. So that was a big reason for me. The other thing was just the ability to have the dimmer switch. I really like the idea that you have the ability to turn the entire panel off completely, or dim the lights if you're out on the trail at night when it's really dark. You don't want something really bright in your face. So, you know, ultimately, out of the box, it looks like a great setup. Here's the switch panel itself. I've already got a couple of the rocker switches in there. So excited to do that. Initially, I'm going to be running the lights on the bumper along with the front and rear diff. I'm going to run through here. My Jeep was originally 2-wheel drive. I've converted it to 4-wheel drive with a Rubicon front and rear axle. And yeah, super sturdy. So I'm really looking forward to how simple this looks really to set up. I've run through the instructions. The instructions look great. So yeah, so I just got the unit installed in place, and overall looks like it fits pretty good. A couple of things that I would call out. So for my Jeep, mine's a 2007, so 3.8 liter. You don't actually have to pull the bolt out all the way, so you can see like doesn't even touch the bottom one there. This one you just need to loosen on the top left, and then same on the backside where the ground is. Just loosen both of those. Another important thing that I would call out, I did pull this bolt. I didn't actually pull any of this stuff off. But I did pull this so that I had the ability to kind of wiggle it in there, and ran the wires down in the bottom to where then you can kick them out the back so that you can route them easier that way. So overall looks good. One last thing that I would call out also, for this red wire, it has big junction box on the bottom. It's this guy. There's no way that's going to fit through there. But what I did was just unbolt the power wire here and then run it actually through backwards. So start here, run forward, and if I had known in the first place, I would have run that wire first to there and then run all the other ones back this way. So a little tip on the red one, unbolt, run through this way, forward, up, bolt it back in, and then run all of your other wires back down, over and through, and then tighten everything up. And then we'll go through the firewall here in a second. Running the 8-pin wire now, and wanted to call out a couple of things. So you can actually see right there-ish. Sorry, lighting is not great. You just run straight through the firewall right there. You can see where I poked the hole just under the harness in the loom. So just to kind of give you an idea of where that is. And then I can show you where that then pops out under the dash. So it pops out right here. And a couple of things that I haven't seen done in some of the other videos that I've watched. So this panel right here, this one, actually just pops out. No tools needed. You just pull, push, pull, pry, it'll come out of there. The other piece is this, which I haven't seen a lot of people take these out. I just did just because I wanted to make sure that I ran it in there nice and secure. So the only thing you really have to do here, you actually don't even have to pull the bolts. There's one screw on the bottom of the A-pillar, and then you have to take the visor off. And then this guy here will actually just come down by just pulling on it. So just be nice with it, a couple clips, pretty simple. So I'm gonna put this back together. I did want to note, so running the wire, you can see where the wire is run through here. So there we go, that's a little bit better shot. So run it up a little bit high so you don't run the risk of kicking it with your foot. But all in all, so we got everything put back together. There's some extra slack. There's probably like an extra 6 or 8 inches in here. I just dashed it in the side so that it's not down in the footwell. Felt like it was the best place to go. So put this guy back on, just put it back in place, screw the sun visor back on, and then hung the switches. So overall looks good, don't have it tightened down quite yet. Routing everything, so it's all wrapped up. I wanted to leave everything off this so that I can show you. So we got the wires run. Initially I had run this small red wire right here towards the back. I actually wound up running it in the front behind the headlight. It then runs in front of the grill, which I'll zip tie all that up, kick it out behind the intake and under so that it connects right there. You also cut a little gap in the fuse box, which I did right here, so the wire can slip through on the harness and the fuse that they send you. So just nice and clean right there, so that it will clip right down as long as it's in place. Power and ground wires are run in the back. I'm going to clean that up and zip tie that down as well, but you can see runs all the way through and over from the other side there. And then, yeah, so I'll wrap up and show what it looks like working, but all in all, so install is complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire them up. So I did do the switched option for accessories so that they power up with key and off with key as well. So we'll go on. So there's the light up. Actually looks really good. Not too bright at all. Even if there wasn't a dimmer, I wouldn't be super concerned about how bright the lights are, because they're not obnoxious at all. Super sturdy. I like that it lights up a different way when it's powered on. You have the ability to turn it off by just pressing there and then press again. And it's kind of a haptic button, so it's not actually a button you push, you just touch. So first couple times it's just me getting used to it, but as you can see, on and off super easy. So all in all, I would say it's great. I definitely recommend it. The install instructions were fantastic. Super easy to follow. And I would say, honestly, it's probably one of the easiest things I've installed in my Jeep. It's going to make this really easy moving forward when I do things. I'll be installing my fog lights later today. I'll be wiring up my lockers later next week. Yeah, all in all, I definitely recommend the product. I'll continue to update this as I add new things, but it's great. Go out and buy one. Super sturdy. I mean, you compare this to an S-Pod or something that costs $600+. I mean, this is a fantastic bang for your buck, so enjoy.